There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb and welcome to UraMasyu. Now this module is very simple. It also starts you off with the manual being backwards, by the way. It is the exact same concept as Masyu, except the colors have been inverted. So if you already know how Masyu works, or if you want to learn how Masyu works, I would like to redirect you to the original tutorial for this, because all I'm going to be doing is just a very simplified version of how Masyu works. So the way that this module works is what we need to do is we need to essentially make one line throughout this entire grid here, and it all has to be connected, and these dots give us special rules for how the connections are going to work. Now, with original Masyu, if we look up the manual here, Masyu, not exploiting Masyu, get it up real quick, filters. So with Masyu, it's basically the exact same concept. I don't want this manual. But yeah, these are the exact same concepts as the as Masyu. It's just the colors and the rules that they work have been inverted, because as you can see, the colors and the examples are the exact same, but the colors themselves have changed. So yeah, that's all there really is to it. So that's why I'm going to redirect you to Masyu. If you already know, if you already know how it works, you can simply just disregard this tutorial. I'm just going to be solving two examples while explaining how the rules work. So normally with black circles in Masyu, what would happen here is that these would need to be essentially going off into two directions, and they'd have to be at least two spaces away. So in this case, for example, it would have to be something like this, or and it can't be something like this. And it also has to be at least two spaces clipped. So in this case, bam, bam would work. Then you could make a corner, for example, but it has to be like 2 points of straight lines that you have to click here. That's the way that works. Now, what's not allowed is what it shows here. So in this case, you can't have one space. You can't have one space like this, or you can't have something going off into a corner like this, for example. And also having more than 2 points surrounding it is also a no-no. However, this is the exact opposite in this manual, and the way that whites work in Masyu is you have to have a line going straight through the circle. So in this case, what you would have to do is have something like this, as an example. Now, everything that I just explained to you is the exact opposite in UraMasyu. Whites are the corners now. Basically, that's what I like to call them anyways. And blacks are the one that has to have something passing through it. So in this case, something like this. That's all there is to this module, and it's a very simple thing to understand. So what we're going to try and do is we must form a single continuous loop that passes through all of these circles. That's the way that this module works. So one of the nice things that we can actually deduce here is immediately taking a look at the corners here. Since white is going to be working this way, it doesn't have a dark mode. So since white is our corners here, and we have the top right corner and the top left corner, we already know for a fact that these are going to be this way, like this. Now, what we can also determine is, since this is a white circle, we have to make it a corner, essentially. And we know for a fact that we can't go straight. That's just simply not going to work in order to follow the rules. So we need to go down here, and therefore we have already formed quite a good series of blues here. So one thing that I'm immediately realizing here is, if we take a look at the top right corner, what we can do is, in order to get this one, in order to go straight through it, we don't want to go this way, because that would cause problems, and that would cause this side of the loop to not be able to be meeting with anything else, because you can't have stuff like this. That's not allowed. None of that makes sense. So what I was thinking is, instead we continue like this. And then potentially what we're going to probably do is we're probably going to meet up with this side, we're going to meet up with the rest of these things down at the bottom, and therefore we're good to go. So we can go here, and maybe like this, for example. So maybe let's do something like this, where these guys meet up. Let's do this, perhaps. This one's going to be a bit interesting. What I think we can do here is we take a look. No, but this is going to cause problems for us, so we have to be very careful with this. So probably actually what's going to happen here is, if we backtrack a little bit, I can see a potential solution here. So for the corner bit, we already know for a fact For this little white circle down here, we know for a fact that we can't go down at all. We can't go down, so that means already one of the ways that we're going to be going is up. So we actually want to backtrack to this, and probably what's going to happen here is it's going to be something like this. And I can actually, I think I can already see the solution here. Let's back it up for a quick second here. Could be something like this, maybe? Or maybe, hold on, it could be this. It's gotta be like that. So that gives us enough space to actually go through the black circles and go back around here. And then we meet up at the loop, and therefore this should be a valid solution for us. We're gonna hit the white circle. The black circle, we can hold it and reset the entire module. However, I don't really want to do that again, so I'm gonna hit this, and just like that is a solved module. So that's all there really is to that module. White circles are corners. In this case, they have to go into individual directions. You can't have a left and a right or an up and a down as those possible corners, because that just doesn't form a corner. So that's what we were able to deduce from this one. So there has to be some sort of like left down, left up, for example, right down, or right up. Those are the only possibilities for the corners. That's just the way how they work. So that's all there really is to it. Let's take a look at one more example and let's see what we can do here. This is going to be a very similar case to last time. It's not the exact same case, but has a very similar concept, just 180 degrees flipped, basically. Let's go down here. We know that for a fact we're going to go down here. Let's go to the left. I think that going to the left is a little bit better here. And I believe it's going to be just the exact same sort of spiel. These two meet up. Likely what's going to happen is it's going to be going into the around the back, for example. I could see potentially meeting up here. We need to be careful because this is going to cause problems for us. So we might want to do something. This one's a bit interesting. For all we know, it might be the other way. Let's back it up. So let's see if we can go right. And then perhaps maybe what we can do is instead of going like this, we can maybe go to the up here. No, but that's going to cause problems for us. So let's reset. We do want to go down. The question is, which way do we want to go down? Let's go here, right here. Maybe something like this. I have an idea. No, but I think it's going to cause problems for us. Hold on. So I think we do have to go this way. Maybe it could be something like this. This one is an interesting one. It's so close, yet so far. Yeah, so it has to be this. We know that for a fact that this bottom left bit has to be this because of the fact that it can't form a corner any other way. So it has to be that, which forces this to be that. Maybe I have an idea. No, I don't. Never mind, because that would cause problems. Because going up here would cause problems. Yeah, it would. So if we are to do this, we know for a fact it has to be like this. There was only a way that I could do something like this. Here, here. No, but then that causes problems for this, if we were to do it like that. So, or maybe, hold on, it doesn't. That's a lie. Yeah, I think I do actually see the solution now. We go all the way around. And then we come on back down here. And just like that is a solved module. So yeah, if you haven't been redirected to this tutorial already, that's all there really is that I have to explain. It's a very simple module. There isn't much guesswork to this mod. It's basically the exact same concept as Masyu, except inverted colors. That's all there really is to it. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.